Woody, where are you from?
I'm from China.
What was it like over there?
It, I guess I would say I didn't know what it was like to be there until I had come here. Until I had something to compare it with, it was what I knew. It was all I knew, and it was the best. You know, because it was. What I say is it was the best is because there's the innocence that comes with not knowing better. It's like a dog. It's like a dog. A dog would think home is the best until you go to a dog heaven. You know, that's a Johnny Cash reference.
So, Woody, how is here compared to over in China?
Comparing here to China is okay. So this thing that I realized over the summer after I went back and I came back, um, it's like I think over here, the Western world, just say the in general, the Western hemisphere is very civilized. It feels very civilized to me, but I realize that it comes from a place. The civilization comes from something that I'm not sure I agree with. Because over here I have this constant feeling of being watched. Or is my imagination, I always have this imagination or this guessing like, oh, what would the person behind me think of me? What if this other person is watching me? And but when I was in China, I didn't have that feeling at all. It was almost like a mutual knowledge between people that I'm not watching. No one's watching each other. Even if you sit on the curb of the sidewalk and you squat down and you smoke a cigarette and you swear and you spit on the ground, no one would point at your back and say, "Oh, that's so. You're acting like an animal," or you know, that might not be the best example, but what I'm saying is that people here have more manners, but it's almost like friends and family and everyone you know is like constantly watching you and they're gonna rat you out the moment you do something inappropriate. And that's not cool, man. That's like not cool. That's like cold. That's cold blooded.
How do you get along with your family?
Uh, I'm very close with my mom. Not so close, not as close with my dad. He's been mostly been away when I was littler, and uh, and my dad and mom are divorced, so I grew up with my mom. Uh, she's a she's truly a woman with wisdom, and I always say this to my mom. I say I would still like to be your son in the next life, you know, and but I would say differently about my dad because he's been away and he when I was little he was always busy and going from one place to another to shoot and to act and all that shit. So both of my parents are actors, but my mom basically quit acting after she had me, but my dad uh, kept it going. And uh, also, my mom is more how do you say it? Like there's nothing I can't talk about with her. But when I'm with my dad, there's a lot of things that I can't talk about with him because I'm already in this role of being the son, and he is too deep in his character of being the father, and there's a lot of things that seems inappropriate to talk to him about as a son. Or that's the feeling that he gave me.
Yeah. So, you're more open with your mom, and your mom, she tends to care about you more, or at least you feel that way, right?
It's not that she cares more about me. I believe my dad cares for me as well, but it's the way he express or inexpress it. It's not his love for me. Is how he deals with himself that limits him.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all, Woody. Thanks.